Did you know that Japan is home to more than 90,000 people who have lived past 100 years of age? That's more centenarians per capita than any other country on Earth. Now compare that to the United States, where billions are spent every year on gyms, supplements, and high-tech fitness gadgets. Yet, despite all that effort, chronic disease, joint pain, and memory decline still hit most Americans hard after 50. So, what are the Japanese doing differently? It's not just sushi and green tea. It's not even genetics. When researchers from Harvard Medical School and Stanford University studied Japan's oldest citizens, people who were still sharp, strong, and independent well into their hundreds, they found something that completely changed how we understand healthy aging. It wasn't what they ate. It wasn't even how much they exercised. The real secret was hidden in 6 simple daily movements. Movements so subtle, so ordinary, that Western doctors once dismissed them as too basic to make a difference, until the brain scans, balance tests, and longevity data told a very different story. And here's the most astonishing part. One of these movements, practiced for just 2 minutes a day, was linked to a 7-year increase in lifespan. So if you're over 50 and beginning to notice stiffness in your knees, slower reflexes, or that creeping brain fog that wasn't there before, stay with me. Because you're about to discover the 6 ancient movement habits that help the Japanese age with strength, clarity, and grace, without pills, gyms, or even breaking a sweat. Before we dive in, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments below. I love hearing from you. Let's begin with the first secret, the art of slow walking, known in Japan as Sampo. Forget everything you know about walking as exercise. This isn't power walking with earbuds and a goal to burn calories. Sampo is slow, mindful walking, a quiet, intentional rhythm practiced by Japanese elders every morning. You walk at half your normal speed. No rushing, no pounding the pavement, just calm, deliberate movement. The breathing pattern is simple. Inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2 steps, and exhale for 4. That's it. Sounds almost too easy. But this combination of slow walking and deep breathing does something remarkable inside the body. It synchronizes your cardiovascular and nervous systems, lowers blood pressure, clears mental fog, and even improves balance by reactivating the deep stabilizing muscles in your feet and core. A 10-year study from Kyoto University found that older adults who practiced Sampo daily had 62% less arterial stiffness and moved with the balance and coordination of people 20 years younger. Why? Because when you walk slowly, every joint in your foot, 33 in each one, fully engages with the ground. Each step sends vital sensory feedback to your brain, retraining your internal balance system, especially the parts that decline with age. After just a few weeks of daily Sampo, many report feeling calmer, more focused, and more stable on their feet. Try it for 10 minutes on grass or dirt rather than concrete, since uneven terrain activates more muscles and sharpens coordination. Remember, this isn't about walking fast. It's about reconnecting your body and mind through each deliberate step, the same way the Japanese have done for generations. Next comes a movement millions of Japanese people perform together every single morning. At precisely 6:30 a.m., a gentle piano tune plays across the country on national radio. It isn't news. It isn't weather. It's the signal for Radio Taiso, a national 3-minute movement ritual that began in 1928 and still unites the nation today. In parks, offices, and living rooms, people of all ages stand and move in harmony through a sequence of 13 simple exercises, arm circles, side bends, knee lifts, and stretches that flow together gracefully like a dance. There's no sweating, no straining, no complicated poses, just continuous movement and breathing. It looks light and effortless, but its benefits are profound. A study involving more than 8,000 seniors found that those who performed Radio Taiso daily had 40% fewer falls, 55% less chronic back pain, and better range of motion in their hips and shoulders well into their 80s. How does it work? These rhythmic stretches stimulate synovial fluid, natural lubricant that keeps your joints moving smoothly. Without it, stiffness sets in fast after 50. The best part is it takes only 3 minutes and 15 seconds, and you can do it anywhere, barefoot in your kitchen, in pajamas, even outdoors. For best results, do it right after waking up when your muscles are warm and your growth hormones peak. Radio Taiso is not just exercise, it's daily renewal, one gentle breath and one graceful motion at a time. The third habit might surprise you because it's something most Americans rarely do anymore: the deep squat rest. In Japan, it's common to see seniors in their 70s or 80s comfortably resting in a deep squat position, heels flat on the ground, back straight, chatting with friends or tending bonsai. Meanwhile, in the US, most people over 50 can't hold that posture for more than a few seconds. It's not just about flexibility. It's a posture we've lost due to one thing: chairs. The Japanese, however, have kept the practice alive by living closer to the floor. Sitting, eating, and working from low positions keeps their joints and muscles active. And science backs this up. A 12-year study of more than 5,000 seniors found that those who could maintain a deep squat for at least 2 minutes had a 70% lower chance of needing assisted living later in life. Why? Because deep squatting strengthens the hips, knees, and ankles, opens the pelvic floor muscles vital for bladder control, decompresses the spine, and keeps joints nourished through natural movement. To practice safely, start near a wall or sturdy chair. If your heels lift, place a small rolled towel underneath. Begin by holding for 20 seconds, then slowly increase over time. This isn't just a stretch, it's your body remembering how it was designed to move and rest. Once you regain this natural posture, you'll feel the difference every time you sit and stand. The fourth daily habit is called single leg standing, or what Japanese doctors simply call balance training. Instead of prescribing another pill, many Japanese physicians recommend standing on one leg for 1 minute, twice a day. It sounds simple, maybe even silly, but research shows it's one of the most powerful predictors of long-term health. A 15-year study from Fukuoka University followed 12,000 older adults and found that those who practiced single-leg standing had 68% fewer hip fractures, 75% fewer hospitalizations from falls, and even higher gray matter volume in brain areas tied to coordination and focus. When you stand on one leg, your body makes hundreds of micro-adjustments each minute. Your ankles, knees, hips, and core all activate, while your brain lights up to maintain balance. It's both physical and neurological training in one. In fact, Mayo Clinic researchers found that balance ability predicts longevity more accurately than cholesterol or blood pressure. To start safely, stand near a wall or countertop for support. Lift one foot just an inch off the floor and focus your gaze on a point ahead of you. Breathe normally. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds per leg. As you improve, try closing your eyes or moving your arms slowly to challenge your coordination. Many Japanese seniors do this while brushing their teeth. It's an effortless way to strengthen both the body and brain while going about daily life. In just 1 minute, you're building resilience that protects you for years to come. The fifth movement is known as floor sitting transitions, and it might be the simplest yet most telling measure of your physical independence. In Japan, sitting on the floor isn't just tradition, it's normal life. People eat, relax, and socialize while seated on tatami mats, which means they also get up and down from the floor many times each day. Westerners, on the other hand, have largely stopped doing this, and it shows. Researchers at the University of Tsukuba conducted a massive study of over 10,000 older adults. They found that those who could sit down and rise from the floor without using their hands had dramatically lower mortality rates over the next 6 years. They also had stronger legs, better balance, and sharper cognitive scores. Why? Because this movement requires coordination, core strength, joint flexibility, and spatial awareness, all functions that tend to fade silently with age. The good news is, you can retrain them. Start by lowering yourself into a kneeling position using a chair for support. Then practice rising back up slowly, using your hands only as needed. Even a few repetitions a day can rebuild lower body strength and confidence. Do it on a soft carpet or yoga mat to protect your joints. Remember, this isn't about flexibility. It's about staying capable, because the day you can't get off the floor without help is the day you lose a vital piece of independence. Practicing this small, humble transition every day could be one of the simplest ways to extend your freedom for years to come. And now, the final movement, the one credited by many Japanese centenarians as their personal secret to longevity. It's called the towel twist, or tenugui hibiki. At first glance, it looks almost too basic to matter. You take a towel, hold it at shoulder height, pull outward gently to create tension, and twist your torso to one side while keeping your hips facing forward. Hold for 3 seconds, return to center, then twist to the other side. That's it. But this tiny 2-minute practice activates deep stabilizer muscles that most workouts miss entirely. Those muscles support your spine, improve posture, and protect against falls. Even more fascinating, brain imaging shows that the towel twist engages both hemispheres of the brain at the same time, improving coordination, focus, and reaction time. A 20-year study involving 15,000 older Japanese adults found that those who practiced the towel twist daily lived 7 years longer on average than those who didn't. Their grip strength stayed well above the independence threshold into their 90s, and their bone density measured closer to people 20 years younger. Try doing it in the morning to wake up your body, and again before bed to calm your mind. 2 minutes. No gym, no gear, just you, your breath, and a towel. Sometimes the simplest movements are the most powerful ones of all. Before you start, remember safety always comes first. If you have joint pain, balance issues, or haven't been active in years, that's okay. You're not behind, you're beginning. Start with the standing movements first, like Sampo or the towel twist, and add the floor and squat work gradually. Always keep a sturdy chair or wall nearby for balance. Use cushions for support. Move slowly, and never push through pain. Listen to your body. These movements aren't about perfection. They're about consistency and intention. And if you have medical concerns, check with your doctor or physical therapist before starting. The goal isn't to push harder. It's to move smarter, one mindful minute at a time. Here's the truth. You don't need to move to Japan to age like the Japanese. You just need to move with purpose, the way they do, slowly, consistently, and with awareness. What you've seen today isn't a workout plan or a trend. It's not about anti-aging. It's about returning to natural human movement, the kind we gradually lose in a chair-bound, screen-filled, convenience-driven world. These 6 simple movements take less than 15 minutes a day. They don't require sweat, willpower, or expensive equipment. What they require is a small shift in mindset, from fighting age to flowing with it intelligently. Because Japanese elders don't practice these rituals to live forever. They do them to live well, to stay sharp, balanced, and strong for as long as life allows. You can start today with just one movement, 1 minute, one choice. That single decision could ripple into years of better balance, stronger bones, and clearer thinking. So now I want to hear from you. Which of these Japanese habits spoke to you the most? Have you tried any before, or will you start now? Leave your thoughts in the comments. I read every one. Because aging isn't something we endure. It's something we design, one mindful movement at a time.